From the World Bank perspective, how do you view the outlook for the global economic growth and inflation throughout this year and into the year 2026, especially in the key economy like US, China, Europe, and Asia Pacific? Thank you.
Thank you very much for this question, Dr. Long, and thanks for the opportunity of being here, and good morning, everyone. Now, talking about the global economic outlook, we do need to say that the outlook for 2025 is not positive due to the very high policy uncertainty that is characterizing the global context. In fact, global growth is expected to decelerate significantly from 2.8% in 2024 to 2.3% in 2025.
What have been the key development in Vietnam and US tariff negotiation? And what is the concern for the US regarding for Vietnam? And what is the outcome that you can expect from the tariff negotiation? And do you think that it will be concluded before the 9th of July next month?
Anyway, the first good news is that we all know that between the US and China, they have reached the so-called framework agreement, and I think that's a very important indicator for many other economies to look at. Vietnam, the same thing, because we are in the middle of the US and China trade and investment. Between Vietnam and US, actually we are complementary rather than competing in terms of trade and also investment. Okay, and the next good news is that the US now, they also need to resolve many internal issues. So we also have seen that some kind of shifting priority by the US government. And if the 10% and 50% tariff, and Vietnam is still in a very good position for that, because with the 10 and 15% tariff, we still have a lot of other advantages over other competitors, and that will be having very minimal impact for Vietnam.
What do you view on the change, and do you think that Vietnam making this reform based on any kind of the comprehensive study of the international framework?
It's Soviet model. Actually, Vietnam followed that model. It duplicates the authorities between all levels. We have another model like dual supervision. It's a French model. Vietnam is more inclination of our country to the latest two models. We were trying to give the local government more power, and only what it cannot do, then it will be shifted to the level, to the second level. It's more to the subsidiarity model. Is based on really on international expertise and model.
Ben, how do you think the role of Vietnam in the evolving supply chain global context? Ben, how do you think the role of Vietnam in the evolving supply chain global context?
Vietnam has played perhaps the most important global role in developing the China +1 export model. Vietnam has captured between 2 to 4 percentage points of global export market share across 6 key product categories, everything from apparel, footwear to, as you see on the slides earlier. ASEAN is twice the size of Mexico, 6 times the size of Morocco and Turkey in terms of exports. So for a global brand, when they're thinking about how do we respond to higher US tariffs on Vietnam, it's not easy to identify where they should be going.